your stories. I don't want you to do that though without a little bit more information. So I need you to bear with us. We will get there. I want to call up my friend from the legal aid, and then we're going to get to impact, and then we're going to get to what we're going to do, and then we have some representatives from our community who want to respond. All of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hi, I'll be brief. My name is Lauren Katzman. I work at the Legal Aid Society in the Juvenile Rights Division. So I represent young people when they're arrested and charged with acts of juvenile delinquency crimes. In New York City, you can be charged as a juvenile delinquent from the ages 7, which is crazy, 7 to 15. In New York, once you're 16, you automatically go to adult criminal court. I think it's us and one other state that automatically charges 16-year-olds as adults. And there is actually a campaign working around that. I guess, I don't know that I have a lot to say that you guys don't already know, but I think the bottom line is stop and frisk is unconstitutional. The Fourth Amendment clearly says everyone has the right to be free from unreasonable searches and seizures. So the police are not allowed to stop you when you're walking down the street unless, like my colleague said, they have reasonable suspicion to believe that you are doing something illegal or you're about to. And then once they stop you, they don't even have a right to frisk you, which means patting you down over your clothing, unless they also have reasonable suspicion to believe that you're armed and dangerous. They're not allowed to go into your pockets, which I know they do all the time. So, bottom line is it's unconstitutional, it's illegal, it's racist. I wish that there was, I don't know. I mean, I always wish that there was something better I could tell my clients, but I think that we do need to fight this on multiple levels. We need to fight it in the courts, we need to fight it through politics, we need to fight it through activism. I think that cop watch is really important, and like Mr. Barron was saying, I think that, I know I've made a personal commitment that if I'm walking down the street and I see somebody being stopped, I will and I do stop. And I film, and I think that film is really important. I think that we should all make commitments to, when we see these things happening, to take our cameras out, take our phones out and film, because that is really powerful. That can be used in court, that can be distributed to the media, and I think it really goes a long way for people to see these things happening, because in lots of parts of the city, people don't know this is going on. A lot of white people are unaware that this is a very serious issue for a lot of the city. So film the police, it's legal, you have every right to film the police, they might ask you to step back a few feet, do that, but ultimately you have a right to film the police. That's it, thank you. She said it's unconstitutional, and she said to take out your smartphone and film. Everybody has a phone, you take out those phones, you stand some feet away, and you film what they are doing to the people in our community. We want to talk about impact, and then we're going to talk about what to do.
So I'm Faye Powell. I work at CUNY School of Law, and I also collaborate with the Center on Race, Crime, and Justice at John Jay, also CUNY. I want to talk for a moment about the impact of stop and frisk and what stop and frisk doesn't do, because I think it's very, very important for us to be able to respond to the mayor and the police chief's justification. Stop and frisk does not make you safer. Stop and frisk is not the reason for the crime decline. The police will tell you that. They will show you charts with stop and frisk going up and up and up. Murders have come down. Stop and frisk have gone from 90,000 in 2001 to 685,000 in 2011. And murders did come down. But there was a handout on everyone's seat. Shootings, basically the same. 1,800, give or take, every year. So they're stopping 600,000 more people, often the same people over and over. Oh, sorry. You couldn't hear me? They're stopping 600,000 more people, and they're not affecting shooting at all. If murders are going down, you can thank your EMTs. You can thank response times. You can thank our hospitals. The same number of shootings. Stop and frisk is not making you safer. Handful of guns come off the street because of it, but that is not reducing the shootings. So it's very, very important to respond to that and to talk to people who you know, because there are some people, even in neighborhoods that are heavily policed, who say, well, between not having police, between feeling more insecure and someone else's right to walk down the street, maybe I support stop and frisk. You need to talk to those people because this is not making you safer. And you know you don't feel safer. You know that you can't send your son, your nephew, your husband to the grocery store. So the impact is huge on the community. It makes you less safe. And these summonses that they give so that they can generate that 10%, okay, 10% result in arrest or summons, that's for things that white people do in their communities and don't get arrested for. They drink wine in Central Park. They're not getting arrested for open alcohol. They ride their bikes up to their doors. They're not getting arrested for that. You are being arrested, charged, given fines, missing work, losing your job, having an open case. This is affecting the lifeblood of the community in ways that make you less safe and much less able to compete economically because they're giving you these open warrants. So the huge impact is not about safety, but about burdening entire communities. It also creates a police force that has gotten worse and worse. When I talk to young people, even people who say, I'd like to be a police officer, they know, but I don't want to be an NYPD because I don't want to stop people. I know what they have to do. I've seen good kids say, I interned there. They have a quota. They have to do this. So what you get in the people who say, I'll be a police officer anyway, somebody who's willing to lie, to violate your rights, a bully. And that's what we have. And we need to fix that very soon, because that's also the reason for so many of these tragedies. So those are the impacts of stop and frisk.